Goodness gracious. Seahawks. Oh, you throw it to the. Oh, you finna get a touchdown through on you. Oh, you got a safety over the top.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Even, 4th down, even. Echo. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. And let's get in that hole.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate.
Why is this nigga? Why do my depth chart changes every game? Like, why is Golden Tate? Oh, these niggas want to make my lineups right, bro. Oh my gosh. It's changing my shit, bro.
Carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. They keep changing my stuff. That shit annoying. Come on, best. And I can't even adjust my lineups, Clarence. It's saying as a player you can't make changes to your team depth chart. I guess you're gonna have to put like coaches. I'm gonna have to go check the settings out, bro. That shit's so annoying. Well, that damn Nick Bosa though, he got 7 sacks for the season already.
This is it. 18. I'm going to run you at 31. Run you up. 57 to Mike. 54. 54.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Watson, boy, that deep ball so dead, bro. They don't launch that bitch no more.
But he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from...
I can't even...
Here
I don't know why I gave this nigga Watt before I played him, bro. That shit was done.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lawrence Guy able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
Shit, Deshaun Watson fumbled too.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd.
Damn, this nigga took off fast. I couldn't even control him.
So that'll be credited as a sack. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Oh, my God. He just ran a kickoff back on me.
himself.
Goodness gracious.
Touchdown.
This nigga split like 4 people.
Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Such an electric play.
Man,
so
gonna make
much
me
fun to watch.
hate when you do that. Nigga can't score.
To be successful, don't
Give
you?
him that
Without a
shit.
doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all
Make the
together.
damn game
That play
hard.
is really probably the most
Doing
exciting
that.
10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36.
He doing some of the YouTube blitz, bruh. He coming straight through, bruh. Like in that 3-4. I know he doing it.
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to
Yeah.
make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He sets the fire, and this is caught.
I'm in a cover 4, bruh. How you get beat? Like, oh my God.
Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Man.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After
Goodness gracious.
might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Mike.
On second down, here's Murray. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw, it's Murray. To the right side to Eric Ebron. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
Stop fucking hit sticking.
Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
It feels a little more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Who the fuck is what?
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Spins past him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now it's Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Demaryius Thomas. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Game situation. Let's go. 52's the mic right here over there.
On play action, it's Murray.
They wasn't. Oh, they did let me get it.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
After the interception, here's Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go. Check 31. Alert.
Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On first down, it's Watson. A quick hitter complete. It's Ross. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame, and the Saints have retaken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Watson on 1st down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ross.
Nigga fall to the... Damn, I tried to fall to the ground. I sure did try to fall to the ground. Oh, my God. That just hold me.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's got a first down. And, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Hey, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And this will be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Murray now.
That's some bullshit.
That's Jason Cruz.
That's some bullshit.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went back under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Big hit all day. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Seattle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is John. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is it. 19. You gonna see me and you knock me, son. You gonna see me.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
It's Eckler again. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you know, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there.
Oh, wow.
Did not get back
Oh,
there.
wow.
It's a safety. And Charles, at some
Oh,
point,
boy, I'm going to hear it. 10 YouTube. He can get to the quarterback before he even.
That was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This is it. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw is Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll bring it
Boy,
down
that shit's
at the
so OP.
27-yard
Goodness
line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say, the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Miller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Murray now on first down.
Oh.
A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Slam, slam, slam.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. To throw is Murray, and that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Oh, catch
It
that.
is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Watson now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. On fourth down, Watson over the middle.
Oh, he got that.
It's Paul. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Oh.
And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 23 yards the pickup there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Miller, 43 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Good.
Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Mike reset. 19. Mike 5-4. Switch up, switch up. Down and up.
Throwing now, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's Watson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
57, 19. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Down and up.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now. Going to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. ticks
How you
left
not
here on
get
the
that?
clock. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's third down. The Saints on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.